Grampy said beep boop.
Beep, beep boop. Okay. So these are the two I made.
Is that one view Grampy?
Pardon me?
Is that one view Grampy? Ask him.
Yes, yes, it is. Okay, so this is the pink one, and this is the lemon. And then I also did it because some people might want to they might not have this yarn available to them right now. So I made it in cotton yarn so they can see what it looks like in cotton yarn. If they just want to learn how to do a simple scrubby, they can do it in the cotton yarn as well.
Yeah.
Or they could do it in acrylic yarn.
Hi, another viewer.
Well, hi there. They can also do it in acrylic yarn, which I didn't actually do a sample of with acrylic. So I should probably grab some acrylic yarn to do an example of what it would look like in acrylic if they just want to learn the stitches. So let Grandma go grab some acrylic yarn real quick.
Okay.
And let's see.
Thank you. Thank you, Gracie.
And we'll just grab this pretty little granny square. Hey, Gracie. Aw, thanks. So we'll just do the granny square craze yarn that's out there by Red Heart, and we'll just do one in acrylic yarn real quick. That way you guys can see what it will look like with acrylic yarn. So any type of yarn, if you just want to practice the stitch, will be good. So we'll just go ahead and do one real quick, work one up with acrylic yarn. But this is what it looks like with the cotton yarn. My granddaughter, she is making one right now with the Scrubology Scrub It yarn, which is 100% nylon. And she is 10, so if you have any youngins that want to learn how to crochet, they can definitely do it because she's been doing it for a while and she's doing a great job, honey, aren't you? I'm very proud of you. And this is with 100% nylon, so this is with the lemon, and this is the bright pink. So it's nice and scratchy kind of. When it gets wet, it gets a little softer, but it's just a nice, it's just a nice exfoliating, good scrubby type of yarn. And this is the hook I'm using, which is a size J, a 6.00 millimeter crochet hook. This one is Yarnology Luxury Crochet Hook, and this is also from Hobby Lobby too. But really, any size hook is fine.
I'm using the same one as her.
Yes. As a beginner, I recommend using this size hook, a 6.00, just because it's bigger. And also, this Yarnbee Scrubology Scrub It yarn is really good for a beginner too because it's nice and bulky. It's a size 5, and it's nice and bulky. It's like a tubular yarn. So let me just kind of zoom in there real quick just to show you. So it's great for a beginner to learn. Okay.
Let me focus that. Hold on.
Oh, and you're showing yours too. And what are you using? Aqua?
Yeah.
Color aqua? Nice. But any yarn will do if you just want to crochet along with us. So I'm just going to go ahead and use some acrylic yarn just to see what it'll look like with acrylic. So we have the Scrubology Scrub It yarn, we have a sample of the cotton yarn, and now we're just going to do a sample of acrylic yarn. So what we're going to do is start with a slip knot. So you have your yarn just like this, and there's all different ways to make a slip knot, so whatever your preference is. I do them all different. So you can hold your yarn. Oh, perfect. Continue.
So let me do it from my perspective. Then I'm going to grab the one that's under, grab it with these two, pull it, then pull it like that,
Okay.
and then I put my hook through and tighten it to however tight I need it for the hook. And
Perfect.
then to get rid of it, just
Yeah.
pull it.
Perfect. And then Grandma does it like this. This is one of the ways. So I have my tail in here, and I want it a little long because we want to be able to weave that tail in. And then this is my working yarn from the skein. So I just have them like this. At the top is a loop. I just put my fingers at the top, and then I twist that loop. And once I twist the loop, I put my fingers through the top, and I grab that working yarn and pull it through. And then that creates that slip knot. And then I put my crochet hook in there, and then I pull that working yarn to make that knot, that loop a little bit smaller, the same size as a crochet hook. So that's just
Also,
one way.
if you're a beginner and you're doing one of your chains or anything, to undo it, grab this part, the longer part that's connected to your skein, and pull just a little, and then it'll undo one.
Perfect. That's a great advice. So now to begin, we want to chain 11. So to work a chain, you're going to yarn over your crochet hook like this and pull that yarn through the loop that's on your hook like that. And that counts as one chain. And let me zoom in so you can see a little better.
Feel free to ask us any questions too.
Yes. So now that's one. And then we want to chain a total
Great,
of
Gracie.
11. This is
Yay.
2. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So now you want to make sure and count your stitches. So if you're new to crocheting and you may not know how to count your stitches, if you look at your stitches, at your chain, let me zoom in so you can see. The loop on your crochet hook does not count as a stitch or a chain. This right here is your first chain. So if you're looking at your chain here, it looks like a little V. So you have the two, the top and the bottom loop, and it looks like a V. So that's one chain. Here's your next one. 2 chains. There's your next one. 3, 4. There's your next one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then there's the 11th. And then right there is that slip knot that we did. So we have 11 chains, and that's what we want. So now we're going to work a single crochet into that second chain from our hook. So remember, the loop on our hook doesn't count as a stitch or a chain. And now we're going to work a single crochet into the second chain. So this is our first chain, this is our second. So we're going to insert our hook into that second chain. We're going to yarn over, bring that yarn through that chain and up. And now you have 2 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over again and bring that yarn through both of those loops. And that's your first single crochet. And now we're going to do that into each chain all the way to the end. So now you can see that we just worked in this chain. Right there's our next chain. You're going to insert your hook, yarn over again, bring that yarn through that chain and up. You have 2 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and go through both of those loops. So that's your second single crochet. And then here's your next one. And you're going to do that all the way to the end. And you should have a total of 10 single crochets when you're done. Let me zoom out a little. So we're just working one single crochet. So this is
Mine's
just
a
working
little
single crochet.
I think I messed up a little, but that's fine, right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Look,
So,
you see, like the
and that's a good point to bring up the stitch markers. So now stitch
yeah.
markers are great to have if you're a beginner and you're not sure. So a lot of beginners, when they're working like doing a simple little square scrubby or coaster or something like that, uh, they usually increase or decrease by skipping stitches, or they might put extra stitches in at the end. Well, a good way to keep track of that, especially if you're beginning, is to use stitch markers. So we just made all of our stitches across. I'm going to
Okay,
pull up that
I'm
loop.
done with mine.
Oh, perfect. You get to start a new one.
I need your help. We ending it.
So you're going to fasten it off, and then you're going to weave in your ends. But you got to wait for Graham to finish hers. So you might want to start another one.
Okay.
And then when I get to the end of mine, we'll weave it in together so you can see how to weave in. Because
Okay.
usually we weave in her ends for her. So she'll crochet and everything, and then her mom or myself will weave in the ends for her. But today she's going to learn how to weave in her ends herself. So I'm going to take a drink of coffee real quick. Okay, so now stitch markers to prevent that. First, we want to make sure we have our 10 single crochets. And now the stitches are going to be a little different because they're not chains, they're an actual single crochet. So they'll look a little different, which is kind of nice. It's easier
Okay.
to count.
I'm gonna cover my screen real quick because I'm gonna go get some more yarn.
Okay, honey. And so if you look at the top of the stitch, you can see the little V. So we just want to make sure and count our stitches and make sure that we have 10. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then right there is that bar, that nice little vertical bar that lets us know it's the end. So since this is the last stitch here, we're just going to go ahead and put a stitch marker in there. And that'll let us know, okay, that's the last stitch or the first stitch. It doesn't matter, depending which
Okay.
direction we're
This
going
is an
into.
example of what I've already done.
Very beautiful, babe.
It's kind of
Very,
different, but
very proud of you. And then this is our first stitch as well. So we're going to take another stitch marker. And I didn't have two of the same, so I'm using a bobby pin. And if you don't have a stitch marker, you can just use like another piece of yarn, or a bobby pin. But it's a good idea to use stitch markers. And then what you can do is put them at the first and the last stitch, and that'll help make sure that you're going into the first and into the last stitch as you're working up. Okay, so I'm actually going to remove this one now because we're going to turn our work and work into that first one. So
so I'm
a
starting a
lot of,
new one.
yep. So chain your 11, hun. So a lot of people like to chain one and then turn their work and then start. It's just whatever your preference is. For me,
I do that.
yeah, I just like to turn my work, and that way I can see my stitches, and then I chain one. And now I know I just did chain one there, and I know this is my first stitch. So that chain one is a turning chain for us. And now I'm going to insert my hook into that first stitch and work a single crochet. And now we're going to go underneath both loops of that first stitch because we're working into a single crochet, and we're going to work a single crochet. So we're yarning over and bringing that through that stitch and up.
Okay.
And you have 2 loops, and we're going to yarn over and go through both of those loops. And that's your first single crochet.
Mermaid.
Yes.
Um, I did 11. Now what?
And now you want to single crochet into that second chain from your hook.
Do
And
I have to turn my work
yep, remember you're going back now. You're single crocheting into that second chain.
into the second one?
Mm-hmm.
Feel free to ask us any questions about crocheting or about anything.
Okay, so now I did that first stitch of this row, so I'm just going to go ahead and put my stitch marker in there. And now I'm going to single crochet into each stitch all the way to that last stitch marker. So I make sure to go underneath both loops. So when you're working your stitches, you're always going to go underneath both loops unless the pattern tells you to go through the back loop or the front loop only. So we're just working a single crochet underneath both loops. We're just going all the way across, working our single crochet.
We're making a scrubby. It's gonna look like this.
So now
So
we're
you can use
here.
it on your skin. It'll be a lot softer when it's wet, or you can use it when you're washing dishes or
You can use it for washing your vegetables, like corn on the cob, getting those little hairs off. You can use it for your dog. And actually, I just learned our local pet store uses them for their fish tanks in the front. They use it to wash the glass off, the little gunk on there, the algae. Is that what it is? Algae on the front. And it works awesome. So that's kind of cool. So this is our last stitch, so you
yep,
want
no.
to make sure that we go in there. We're going to remove that stitch marker and we're going to work our single crochet into that last stitch. Another thing
So
too,
you can say what you're gonna say first.
okay babe, is if you're not sure if this is a stitch or not and you didn't have a stitch marker, if you're looking at it, you can see your bar is right there, and if you're looking up, you can see, oh, there's my V, and right here is that vertical bar, so I know that there still is a stitch I have to work into. So that's another way that you can tell as well. So we're
Okay.
just going to go ahead and work our single crochet in there.
What I was gonna say is, every Friday I'm gonna go live, and it's gonna be called Live Friday. So if you have suggestions for what I should do, comment them. I'm probably gonna make bracelets, but I'm also gonna look at your.
Oh, nice. And you should make some crochet bracelets too, not
Yeah,
just your cute, beautiful clay bracelets, but also you could incorporate
I'm wearing
crochet
one
too,
right now.
especially for new beginners, because then they would love to learn how to crochet
I
and
made
do
this
a
one not
crochet
too long
bracelet.
ago.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Thank
That
you.
is beautiful. Love it. Okay, so we just did that. I'm going to turn my work. I'm going to chain my 1 for my turning chain, so that doesn't count as a stitch. It's just there to give us height for our stitch and to turn. And then we're going to work our single crochet into that first stitch. So I'm inserting my hook. Remember, you want to go underneath both loops of the previous stitch unless the pattern tells you otherwise. Yarn over, bring that through and up. You have 2 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and go through both of those loops. And now we're going to replace that stitch marker that we took out because that's our first stitch of the row.
I don't use stitch markers, so I'm not doing that.
Yep, that's fine. This is just to show for absolute beginners. And now we're going to single crochet into each one. So again, we're going underneath both loops and working our single crochet.
Now I'm using the shade Bright Pink, by the way.
Ooh, nice.
In case anyone wants to use the same color, this is how it looks. It looks kind of magenta, just a teeny bit, but not that much.
Yeah.
Ooh, hi. Okay.
Hi, Gracie. So we're just working a single crochet underneath both of those loops.
Oh, I forgot to show what I'm making. Maybe I should back this up just a teeny bit. Oh, God. My setup is not that good.
That's okay.
My thing's balancing right now.
Oh, and then here we go again. Our last stitch. I'm going to take that stitch marker out. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you again if you're not sure if that's a stitch or not. If you look at the top, you can see that vertical bar. And then right there, you can see that V. So you know there's a stitch. So I'm just going to go ahead and insert my hook into that last stitch.
We have
Over
no views right now.
and bring it up. I'm sorry,
No
what
one's
was that? What was that, babe?
No one's looking right now. No one's watching right now.
Well, that's okay. Because
No, we don't have to talk about it.
I know that, but what happens is they save this live onto my YouTube channel and people can view it later. You silly goose. But we can talk about other things. So, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
My TikToks are very, I probably am not allowed to say that word, but they get a lot of views. But I'm trying to work on this, you know. So you don't like to use stitch markers. But maybe that's why your thing is a little crooked.
This one isn't. This one's starting off good.
Well, good. Maybe because you put your thing down and came back to it later, hey?
Maybe.
Yeah. Is that one of those bubblies?
Yeah. It's called Bubbler.
Oh, bubbler. It should just be bubbly. I'm making an entrelac blanket for my friend. And I'm using this one pretty color. And I realized I need to get some white yarn. But Grandma made a New Year's resolution that I'm not going to buy any yarn.
You have a lot of yarn.
I know, but I need white.
You have a whole, room full, basically.
In a basement full.
What? Oh, yeah.
So whenever you need yarn, you just come to Grandma's and get some yarn.
Yeah.
I tell Mom that too. Mom has to work tonight?
No.
Oh, that's nice. Hey?
Yep.
She doesn't have to drive in this nasty weather?
Yeah, probably because of the weather and probably because she had to stay overnight.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
Yeah, so we're going to play Catan later.
Ooh, I love that game. Do you guys have are you playing the normal version?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Do you do really good at that game? Do you like that game?
Yeah.
Yeah. Me too. Grampy does too.
Yeah.
Although he's not very good loser because I always win him. He's getting all his ice fish and stuff already.
I could go live and do Call of Duty with Grampy.
Oh, I don't know how to do that. What do you mean?
With Grampy, me and Grampy could do Call of Duty together.
Oh, like you play it on
Yeah.
live?
Yeah.
Well, couldn't you like, couldn't we do like a crochet slash cod? Like I'm crocheting here and you're playing Call of Duty?
Yeah.
That would be funny. I wonder how that would work out. Get your COD fans and your crochet fans. I wonder if there's any crochet Call of Duty fans out there. There probably is. Would probably have to try like Twitch or something for that.
Yeah. But I could play Roblox on live.
Oh yeah, hey?
Oh wait,
You
no,
could.
because my computer doesn't work anymore.
Oh no, why? What happened?
It won't charge.
It won't charge.
Yeah.
Yeesh. So you can't play Roblox anymore?
I can just on my iPad or my phone.
Ugh, that sucks. You have an iPod?
iPad.
Oh, I thought you said iPod.
No.
I was say, oh my gosh, I didn't know anybody had iPods anymore. You even know what an iPod is?
Yeah, it's like a phone.
Not really like a phone. Do you know what
Kinda.
a
It's like kinda a phone.
Do you know what a Walkman is?
Yeah, I have one.
You have a Walkman?
Yeah, Mom got it for me.
What is it? Describe it to me. What is it?
It's like a CD player.
Hmm. Yeah, but what goes in it?
Like music,
That's on what?
a CD or whatever,
No, it's not a CD.
a VHS.
No, it's smaller than VHS.
What is it?
A cassette tape.
Oh, that's the same thing.
Yeah. Did you know they're going to do away with Fruity Stripe gum? Remember the Fruity Stripe gum?
Yeah.
They're not going to sell that anymore.
Why?
I don't know. They're
I mean, it does
crazy.
run out of flavor really quick.
Well, maybe that's why they're not going to. Did you ever get to use a rotary phone?
No.
Do you know what a rotary phone is?
No.
Hmm. You went into a phone booth once. Did you know that?
A what?
A phone booth?
Oh,
Do you
I
know that?
did.
Yeah, when you was a baby. You were like a year old. We went camping at Horseshoe Lake Campground. They have a phone booth there, and we went in it. However, there was no phone in it.
Do you remember that tornado simulator thing that we went to once?
Oh, yeah, that was pretty cool.
Or hurricane or whatever?
I think it was Tornado Simulator, or
I
maybe it
think
was Hurricane.
hurricane
I
because
don't
didn't
know.
it do winds? Like a bunch of
Winds, and
wind?
I think it was to simulate what it was like in the desert for them. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is perfect. Yeah, I think it was to simulate
Why
what it
is it
was
so
like.
tiny? Why do we only do 11?
Oh, no, no. This is just because it's different yarn. So I wanted to do an example of acrylic yarn. This is a size 4
No,
in
for
weight.
this. Look.
For you?
Look.
Oh, the width wise?
Yeah.
Well, it must be your tension. Let me see. Hmm. Are you counting your stitches and making sure you have 10? Because this is what my pink one looks like.
Oh, yours is really good.
Aw, thanks. You're so sweet. But this is years of experience. You'll get there.
I think I have to start all over.
You don't have to. Oh, you know what that's called?
What?
Frogging. Frogging. Do you know why?
Why?
You're ripping it out. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit.
Oh.
Get it? Yeah. Do you want to weave in your ends? Because I can weave in this end if you want to try and weave in your other end.
Sure.
You don't sound like you want to.
I do.
Okay. Well, now you
I have
finally
my
get to.
scissors. Where do I cut?
Okay, so see how Grandma has nice long tail?
Yeah.
So you at least want to cut like
This
a
is
good,
my.
like the
This,
length of your crochet hook is a good amount to cut. See? Because you don't want to, like some people cut their tails really short. And personally, I don't think that's good
like
because
this.
you want to be able to weave it in. Yeah, so good. So now you put your hook back in there.
My hook.
Yeah, in that loop.
In this one.
Yeah. Okay, so now yarn over and grab
What do you
that
mean?
yarn.
Yarn
Grab,
over.
yep, grab that yarn you just cut and pull it through that loop on your hook. All the way through. Keep going. Keep it
Keep
all.
going.
No,
So
no, no,
just
no,
make a
no,
bunch of.
no, 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 no. Just the one time, honey.
Oh. Okay.
So you just did it one time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now the fun part goes. Just keep pulling it. Pull your
Like this.
hook. Yeah, yeah. Keep pulling it until it comes out. There. So that's making a knot. Perfect. Now,
Now what?
now you just kind of squish your knot like this. So you use your fingertips and squish it.
Okay.
Perfect. Now we're gonna get your yarn needle. Let me take a drink of my.
I don't have
What?
the needle.
Yes, you do. You showed me earlier.
Yeah, and it didn't work.
Ugh.
This. I have
Where's
this.
your yarn needle?
I have
Is
this.
Let me see. Put your hand
Well,
behind it. What's that?
I think you take some yarn.
Where's your yarn needle? You can use a hook too, but it's better to use a yarn needle. Go
I
get
want
that
to use a
yarn needle.
hook.
No, no, no. We're going to show you the right way first. Where's that yarn needle?
That one didn't fit.
Was it? I thought it had an eye like this.
No, it doesn't.
I think it did.
It didn't. I tried fitting it through and it didn't work.
But this is a trick to it. So you go like this. You take it and you have your yarn and you put it over it like this, right?
Yeah.
And then you slide it off.
Okay.
And then,
Oh!
yeah. And then it works.
But mine's really tiny.
Let me see it.
Hold on.
Do the palm. I think those are sewing needles.
They're in Mom's crochet box.
Oh, that is tiny.
I told you.
Well, I have extras of these, so you can have some. Grandma
Oh my
put it in a
god.
nice little tin. Huh.
My face.
Oh. So listen, you don't have any yarn needles like this? Mom has them, but that's okay. So anyways, this is how you do it with a needle.
I need to know how to do it with a crochet hook.
Okay. Let me grab a smaller hook. Let me grab my little crochet hook box, okay?
Okay. Only 2 viewers? Squirrel.
Hey, that's okay. I'm just having fun with you.
Would you guys want me to do a live of doing bracelets with clay beads on Friday? I don't know if I'm going to stick to that commitment with only doing lives on Fridays. I'm probably going to do lives before Friday.
It's really hard, to stick to a commitment because things come up a lot. So, like for Graham, what I like to do is just kind of post if I know for sure I'm going to go. Because sometimes life you get so busy.
Yeah.
So, okay, so I got this hook. which is a smaller hook. So now I'm going to take, and I'm going to zoom in.
Wait, can I use this? It's called a thread pick.
What does it look like? I thought you wanted to learn how to do it with a crochet hook.
I do.
Okay, well, yeah.
Do you want me to use the same hook, this one?
You can, yeah. If you have
Or
a
do you want me
smaller
to get
one, you
a
can get a
smaller one?
smaller one. It'll probably be better.
Okay, there's a lot that I have that are small.
Yeah, just get a smaller one.
Tell me if this is too small.
Nope, I think that's perfect.
It's a 3.7.
Oh, good. I'm a 3.2. Oh, no, I'm a 3.25. Okay. So now we have our thing. And what I like to do is I like to start and
We've
go
been live
down.
for half an
Huh?
hour. We've been live for half an hour. That's crazy.
Yeah. I like to start going down a little bit and then I go and bring it back.
What do you mean?
So this is our tail, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to insert my hook right here underneath a loop. And then I'm going to grab that tail.
Okay.
Like this.
Pull it through?
Yep, and pull it through.
I think I know how.
And then I'm going to do it again to another one.
Yep.
And this time I took 2.
What do you mean?
I just went underneath 2 loops.
Huh?
Instead of 1 loop, I just put my hook underneath 2.
Okay.
So it's really whatever your preference is. And I pulled that through. And now I'm going to turn my work to the back. And what I want to do is I want to run this tail and I want to kind of run it down this way. I want to do like a zigzag and I want to go back this way. So I'm going to go this way and then this way.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to insert my hook right here just to get it in the back. And I'm going to bring that through. So when you do like a zigzag, it kind of like seals it to me. Seals it nice and tight. So now I'm going to go here. You could probably get in there and do a couple stitches at a time. So there's one. There's one. Are you doing it, baby?
I think.
You're going through them?
Yeah, this is what I have.
Good. And you always want to weave in your ends because you do all that work and you don't want it to get unraveled, you know, all that beautiful work that you do. Even if you do a magic circle, magic ring, which you haven't learned yet, but eventually you'll learn that. And some people don't weave in their tail when they do a magic circle or a magic ring. But don't you ever not do that because it can still come undone. So always weave in your tails no matter what. Even 20 years from now, when you're crocheting and you teach someone to crochet, you make sure to always tell them to weave in there.
Ooh, great, Gracie.
Aww. We'll have to check it out after our live.
Yeah.
Okay, so I went down. And now, since I went this direction, I want to go back in the opposite direction. So I'm going to turn my work. And I'm going to
I think
come
my
back.
thing's a little bit smaller than yours because I'm already almost done.
Yeah, that's fine. Everybody's is going to be a little different. Grandma tends to have too long of a tail. Okay.
Okay, I think mine's done because this is how much is left.
Okay. So then what you want to do is be very careful. You take your scissors and you cut as close as you can to it, the extra. But you got to make sure you don't cut your project. So be very careful.
It's coming undone when I do that.
Your project?
Yeah.
Oh my God, did you cut your project?
Okay, it's like this. Is that good now that I have to do this side?
Yes, you have to do that side. I know, the weaving end sucks. But eventually, when you get more comfortable, you can always like crochet around your tail when you start. And then you can always, then when you do that, you don't have to worry about having to weave in your tail. You just have to worry about weaving in your last tail when you finish off.
Wait, for this, what do I do? Do I have to make that knot thing?
Nope, it's already got a knot on there. So you just take it and you weave her in. Whoops. So now I'm going to take over with my nice little needle. And finish. So much easier if you have a needle though. So once I see you again, I will make sure to give you some needles. I got some nice ones.
I like your profile picture.
Oh, thanks.
I love the fox.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, my cute little fox. Do you like your setting spray?
Yes.
I
It's not
saw.
setting spray.
Oh, I need some of that. I thought, oh no, I would like some of that. And then I've been using that eye cream.
I really want that eye cream from Bubble.
Yeah, well, too bad, baby. But maybe you can use it when you come over. You don't need it, but you
I
can use
know.
it. You don't. See? Who's beautiful?
I am.
Yeah, let me hear you say it.
I'm beautiful.
Yes, you are. Don't ever forget that. But yeah, grandma's been using that to try and help my eye puffiness and my eye oldness. Doesn't really help me yet.
Use it
But
every single day.
every day I guess I only used it twice, so to be honest.
Okay, I'm done weaving it in.
Nice. Great job. So now your Nana always wanted some scrubbies. You could give that to her as a gift or to your dad or mom. Because I think dad does dishes, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Isn't that their deal?
Yeah.
So you could give it to him for dishes.
Mhm. Hold
Or
on.
you could do dishes.
I'm gonna give
Or
it to him right now.
or you could use it for your makeup removal.
Be right back.
Okay. She's gonna give it to dad. It's beautiful. She did a great job. She weaved in her ends. I'm so proud of her. And there we go. So there it is in acrylic. So just about the same size as cotton. Nice. Now,
I'm back.
nice. So see the, did they love it?
Yeah.
It was beautiful. It turned out great. So proud of you. Now you know how to weave in your ends.
Yeah.
And you're going to love it with the needle because it's so much quicker and easier with the needle. So, and this is what it looks like, babe, with the acrylic yarn. So not bad. It's like the same size as the cotton yarn, you know. So now I'm going to do a green one, green scrubby. So sometimes these little buggers do not like to come out of the center for me. Some people just stick their hook and pull and it comes out for them. Not for Graham. Nope.
Me either.
I
It's
know.
so
Oh, look at that one worked for me, but you know what? It's the outsider. So that does nothing for Graham. So I'm going to stick her back in. See if I can get her out. In. Ugh. Still, no luck. And I hate to take it from the outside. I like it from the center. Do you like it from the center or do you like to pull it from the outside?
I like the center.
Yeah. And then I like to see it start to collapse. You know, when you start using the thing, the yarn.
Yeah.
Oh, did you wear your Taylor Swift hat to school?
Yeah. Wait,
Yeah.
no. I forgot it.
Oh no. I just love that hat on you. It's so cute. So so cute. Okay, I think I found the end. Oh no, oh yeah, I did. It's in a knot. Ugh. Okay, there we go. I think nothing worse than getting it all snarly. Ugh.
I sell these at Auntie's shop.
What's that, baby?
I could sell these at Auntie's shop.
You could. I thought you were going to sell your bracelets there.
I am gonna.
I haven't seen you make any more. You did so good.
I know. I haven't been making any. The newest one I've made is this one.
That's so beautiful. You
I
could
love it.
do Valentine's Day ones.
I saw this idea, and it's like dark orange and then like bright orange, like light orange, and
Ooh.
it's you do like 4 of the dark orange, then 4 of the light orange, then you do a gold bead, and then you keep doing that, and then in the
Ooh.
middle you put a gold star bead.
Ooh, that would be beautiful.
So I'm gonna do that when we're done on live.
Ooh, that'll be nice.
We have 2 likes.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this little green bugger is not being very nice to Graham.
I wanted to investigate. This is what the inside of the yarn looks like, and this is what the outside.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's like what marble and meshes are made out of.
Yeah.
Do you
It's
think?
the,
Do you think it's mesh?
it's
Is
just
it?
nylon. It's like a meshy type. It's like that tool, that tulle tool. I don't know how to say it ever.
I usually say toe, or I do. I don't know.
I never say it right. It's the Yooper way, I guess. I don't know.
What is the actual way to say that? If anyone knows, say.
Grandpa knows. He knows everything. Do you know, Grandpa? How do you say tool? Tull? You don't?
What?
He doesn't. Oh my gosh. Mark that in your journal. The day your grandpa doesn't know how to
Whoa!
say tool.
Look at.
Toe. Yeah, that's cool.
I
It's
got a
crazy.
lot of it. And
Yeah.
then look at this part.
Yeah. It's nice to crochet with this though, hey, because it's nice
Yeah.
and thick for you, so it's easy for beginners, hey?
Yeah.
Have you made what, babe? Uh-oh. I think Addie's froze.
No.
Oh, there you are.
Could you see me in the live or was it frozen?
It was just frozen.
Oh, okay. Because I was doing something.
Mm.
Hold on, let me do something.
Did she say crumb?
No, I said, can you see my screen when I do that?
You just freeze.
Oh, okay.
Did you see the other way I start with the slip knot?
Hold on, I'm going to freeze for a sec.
Okay. I don't know what she's doing. Can you hear Graham?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to see the other way I do a slip knot too? This is
Uh,
easy too.
I was going to
See?
get off the live.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We've been on for like an hour.
I love you. I
Love
had
you.
fun with you.
Me too.
I'm going to stay on for just a little bit.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye, honey. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13,